I have honestly had a few things bottled up inside me for a long time. I was wondering if there was any way to express it without being too negative. So I'd like to start off with a recent Transformers Prime short film that I absolutely love by Crown 3D and That's of Parva. It stars RC. She crashes in a ship, injures her foot, but then is attacked by a group of badass Viacons. Oh yes, how could I, the Viacon fan, not love it? I know there is so much blood. Everything Transformers Prime would have censored on air is here. One of my favorite moments is RC shooting a Viacon in the chest. You can actually see the damage they never animated in the show. And the sound design is so freaking good. The shuddering groan as the Viacon falls. Let me just show a few seconds to convince you to go see this film. This short film fits in on the Transformers Prime timeline, so I can totally consider this canon. It's just awesome. Tough Viacons who give RC a challenge. RC struggling, but then overcoming. The cuts back to Arachnid and Tailgate. Oh, the blood. It's perfection. If people kept making things like this, I would eat it up. Of course, Transformers Prime is my favorite, but there are other creators out there making their own universes and stories. I'd also like to shout out the Name Brand Company. The creator, Christian, is such a friendly and passionate person. He put so much heart into his film, the third of a trilogy, Cybertron Falls Till All Are One. Now he's told me not to mind the first two films so much as he was still learning, but the third is his dream, to make a movie in his life. I believe if someone cares so much about making a story not for them to be loved, but for the story itself to be loved, it's going to be good. And the short film of Crown 3D and That's of Parva felt like it was made with love too. I think those are people who love RC, and yes, the Viacons too. Talking with Crown 3D, we both share the same belief. We need to stop beating a dead horse. We need to let our projects shine how they are without putting down another project. We don't want to be compared. We want to be praised for our work alone. Here is my take. I think it's time we left Galvatron's revenge alone. You are entitled to feel the way you want about the creator or certain members of the team. You can feel however you want about the plot. Trust me, I am not undermining the damage and discriminatory actions of certain members of the team. Crown 3D was an animator of Galvatron's Revenge and had a falling out with the creator, Carlos. We both have felt hurt by this project, but still believe the fandom needs to tone it down. Let me detail my involvement years ago and what the drama was. When I learned that a certain racist, homophobic, transphobic person was the project's Optimus voice actor, among other important characters, I felt that Carlos was just not aware. In good faith, I left a comment explaining to Carlos who Orbital Bacon was. I explained this guy had also harassed me in Ultra Primal. The evidence was all super clear. One look at Orbital Bacon's Twitter page showed an endless stream of hate toward other humans. It was when Carlos deleted my comments I was in shock. I told other YouTubers. They left some comments as well to back up my claims, but every one of them was deleted. We could not believe it. And at that time, Orbital Bacon was so amused by my comments that he went on a live stream on his YouTube channel to laugh at me and call me a pedo. Carlos then made a post which was hurtful to me, claiming he was a family-friendly channel who would not engage in discussions of gender politics. Of course I was hurt that he did not care what someone on his team said about people like me. It was live and public, everything his voice actor was doing, but Carlos still fought comments to defend Orbital Bacon as a good person. So, I said something on Tumblr. Other YouTubers called it out on Twitter. While Carlos doubled down, Orbital Bacon was loud and proud on his own social media with his hatred. This is what caused huge backlash against the project, but I think it all could have been avoided. If Carlos had listened to us, he would have quickly seen what kind of person Orbital Bacon was. And if, upon learning the truth, he had said he didn't know, didn't support it, but it was too late to replace OB because the lines were already recorded and animated, I would have been alright with that. Because it's hard to keep track of your team members. A good person doesn't want to promote or associate with hateful people. But sometimes you can be caught off guard, surprised. It could happen to me too. I work with over 100 people on my project. I don't really know all of them. If one spiraled now, I would have already paid them for their art. I think I could only just denounce that artist and not work with them again. It would be nice if someone volunteered to replace their art, but otherwise, I have the art. It's paid for. I would probably still use it, like if Carlos wanted to use OB's lines. I just wouldn't keep up a video introducing and promoting the bad VA or artist, though. I wouldn't defend the person, deny what I was being told without looking into the situation myself. I think now it would really help if Carlos wished to apologize to the original whistleblowers, to people like me who approached in good faith to alert him but were slammed down and ridiculed. He has come to realize, upon seeing a clear photo of OB with a Nazi flag, that this guy is bad. He has now rejected OB and won't work with him again. Yet still, Carlos has strong reactions to people who comment on his videos. Here is where I want to direct attention away from him and perhaps to the viewers watching this. The hatred in his comment sections is too much. Again, trust me, I am not defending him for the wrong he did. As a person who was affected by it, I implore each and every one of you to stop hating on this film in person. It is not helping anyone. What does it do to tell someone their film sucks? I don't care how it looks visually, I can even respect any effort to make a story or film and stick to it to the end. I don't care how long it took to make the movie. I do care about plot, though. I do care about things like if female characters are respected. Yet still, I never shat on this movie. I never left one bad comment on his movie. I don't want to talk about other fan projects unless it is to be positive. The only reason I'm talking about this film now is because I wanted to address the fandom's response. I want to ask you all, have you acted like Optimus Prime would have? I guess that's my way of saying, if you're not Christian, what would Jesus do? What are you doing? Telling someone how much you hate their work? You aren't even politely offering criticism. What are you doing telling someone you hope their next movie flops? Why should we want Carlos's next film to suck? I, for one, would love to see it turn out to be a higher quality film. But yes, I do hope if it did succeed, the creator would be a kinder and calmer person deserving of that success. I do believe, however, if a creator writes in a place of spite and hatred, with a refusal to listen to critique, that writing will not improve. A story will shine if written out of love. Do you feel tears well in your eyes as you write a character's story? And the music you play, does that take you away into a dream? Separate from Carlos, to all who try to make fan projects, I ask you if you are writing out of love or out of spite. Transformers Prime fan projects may try to promote themselves as better than Hasbro, better than its sequel show Robots in Disguise 2015, better than, yes, projects are promoting themselves as better than Galvatron's Revenge. I don't want to get too much into it, but one project recently got everyone hyped up. Another animated project, a prequel series to Transformers Prime. Half of its announcement video was it showing itself as the superior option to Hasbro and Galvatron's Revenge. I was appalled. Because how could anyone possibly promote themselves by putting down others? And come on, Hasbro brought us Transformers Prime to begin with, so shouldn't we be thankful, at least? And as the fandom quickly hyped this project up, that had done nothing but show screenshots and ideas, I felt vexed. The comment section to that video was shameful. The comment section on my own project, the RC short film project as well, are shameful. So many people saying, this is better than Galvatron's Revenge. I say, keep those thoughts to yourself. It is bad form to put down someone else's hard work. I have negative feelings toward it myself, but I would feel filthy to speak ill of anyone to promote myself or another. How does one not feel like a bully, just spewing unconstructive hatred? Going to be better than Galvatron's Revenge? Enough. Don't compare me. Don't elevate me by placing someone below me to stand on. If my project is good, if any project is good, it will speak for itself. With this incredible hatred, I can see how Carlos suffers. I could not imagine facing so much hate for my work. I do not think it is mature or good form for him to fight back in the comments, but people, why are you leaving comments like that? Are we here to punish? Do you not wish to see a person grow into someone better? A hard thing I have to cope with in life is staying calm when facing those who are transphobic. To snap at them when they scorn me will not change them. They'll laugh at my reaction, write me off as crazy. In calm, in peace, I offer myself as a friend, although it takes so much energy to tame my rightful anger. Imagine me, a former medic, treating my patients with the most quality of care, no matter what they called me. Do you think Optimus would make a Decepticon suffer? Would he not want to help a Decepticon any way he could? I do not wish to compare Carlos to a Decepticon, but I only want to encourage people to be like Optimus. Say kinder things. Even I have tried more to do so after I initially called out Galvatron's Revenge for how it had hurt me. For the current project who has promoted itself by putting down Galvatron's Revenge, please edit out that clip. Now, note that this project is now under new management, under Crown 3D's management, who may not be able to control what was posted under someone else's channel. I have more confidence in the project now because of him, and I look forward to it. But do whatever y'all can to clean up your image here. For anyone creating a project, stop putting down another and stop allowing people to compare you to it. For the commenters and posters, stop spewing hatred. Try to uphold the principle, if you have nothing kind to say nothing at all. I know there are exceptions where bad actions just have to be called out. I know that. I don't even see people calling out anything anymore. I just see people telling a man over and over that he sucks and anything is better than what he does. It's just mean. I don't know how else to describe it. Now, the Carlos, if you are watching this, I hope you can find peace and succeed. Please do not respond to hate comments. It is not good for your health. Please lend an open ear to criticism only so that you can write a great future script. Anyone can learn. My own scripts are public and I believe they have vastly improved because I have been able to edit them based on feedback. I am thankful for those who helped me and for my editors. I would be happy to privately aid you or anyone writing a big Transformers Prime project in the role of a critic. I would never share or steal ideas. I have honor and pride in my own work. I love my own ideas and their uniqueness. This video is not intended to be an attack and is the opposite, an extension of the olive branch, if you will. So, everyone, let's just do better. This world doesn't need more negativity than it already has. I'll be moving on to share audio recordings of Transformers Prime's first novel, Exodus. It will be an amateur reading with some commentary after the chapters. Expect many videos from me as it's going to take hours to read through it, so of course, I'll break it down into different videos. Oh, and I'm reading those chunky Transformers Marvel compendiums, so there'll be some sort of summary in the future. Thank you for listening to the video in its entirety.